just being around here with this information and living by it, people start to see the change in you, and if they're not ready for it, they get fearful, which is a program. Fear is always that false evidence appearing real. They get terrified because, you're sitting there basically shining light on the whole BS program here. And, it can be scary if you're not even asking the questions to get to that point. From the experiences I've had with friends and family, I've shared this before, but for newer people, I've had friends, supposedly I'm 25. I've had friends that I've known for 18 years, and I started talking about this stuff and how quickly they were willing to turn their backs. But that's, and that's the thing, is on the path, talking about truth and standing in truth, everyone that you interact with is either going to walk with you or they're not. So you got to be able to see what's happening, whoever you're hanging out with. I don't care if it's someone who shares a little bit more DNA with you than everyone else, or someone that you've known for a long time and you trusted. If they're not ready, then oh well. It's not on you to pull people and drag people up that hill with you, I was even talking to a local the other day, people who talk about sports and they're addicted to sports and in all these little fantasy leagues and stuff like that, and they're watching the television, and there's just people running around this field or on this court or something, and they're just running around, and it has nothing to do with anybody, and they emotionally attach themselves to it. Now, as funny as that is to watch, when it comes to stuff like citizenship and rights and all these other concepts in the legal realm that, we already have the maxim of law. Legality is not reality. So what is it? It's an outlook of the world. It's how you view the world, whether or not it's of your own creation, which it's not. It's 2D. It's two-dimensional paper world. By all means, if you think the legal name stuff is real, then you're just running around saying you're a piece of paper. It's a dead thing. So when you talk to friends and family about this stuff and you start breaking down how it happened, it came from the birth certificate and the registration and all this other stuff, how they did it, it scares people because they've only known one side of the story their entire life, and that's how beliefs are formed. You're just saying the same thing to yourself over and over again, and and then you start calling it fact just because that is the mass consensus. Everyone is saying the same thing, and we can't all be wrong, right?